Okay, if you've been watching videos about AI and thinking, this sounds amazing, but I don't even have an account yet, this video is for you. We are going to set up your very first ChatGPT account together. Now, listen, you may say, I don't want to use ChatGPT. I want Claude or I want Gemini. Well, it's pretty much the same thing. You just type in Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, whatever system you want to use because they pretty much all work the same. All right. So, right now, in 5 minutes or less, no tech experience needed. Because listen here, honey, I am 63 and there was no tech experience behind me. I played on my iPad and that's about it. All right. There's not going to be any confusing steps. I'm going to walk you through every single click. All right. By the end of this video, you will have a real working chat GPT or LLM. That's called a large language model. That's what all these systems are. Okay. But you're going to have your real working account. And all you have to do is type in your very first message to AI. Are you ready? Come on, let's go. All right, real quick, in case you're wondering what ChatGPT is, um, think of it like a really smart, really patient, does not get frustrated if you ask it the same question twice. Listen, you asked me the same question twice, I might look at you side-eyed. But you can ask it literally anything. And you can ask it to explain something confusing. I do it all the time. When I don't know how to do something, I drop a screenshot into ChatGPT and it walks me through step by step. So now you don't have to worry about going to get your son or your daughter who don't want to help you in the first place or who are very impatient with you. You can keep going back and forth to Chat GPT, Claude, or whichever system you want to use, and it will help you. And from going forward, I'm just going to say Chat GPT, but you know you can use it with any system that you desire, okay? You can ask it to write an email for you. Okay, someone might be saying, how can it write an email for me? What we do now, this is how I use it. Let's say, like, I have a client. Well, of course, I'm going to be dealing with customers because very rarely do we just get emails from our friends. They usually text us or call us. But let's say, like, you need to send an email to a business. It might be an order mix up, whatever the case may be. You can just tell ChatGPT that I need to create an email for XYZ because of XYZ. It doesn't even have to be clean, all right? Drop that in and it will create an email for you, professional email for you that doesn't have all the emotion and the misspelled words, thoughts all over the place. It brings everything in for you. Or you can use it to reply to a business. You sent out an email long before you opened up ChatGPT. Now they've replied to you and you want to reply back without any snarkiness. You just want to keep all the facts there. You drop that current email that you got in and tell ChatGPT you want to respond to this email without all the emotion so that you can just get to the conclusion of what you need. And you can ask it to help you create that email. And before you know it, within a matter of seconds, the email is written. You can go in and change whatever you want, but at least the body of your email has already been written for you. You can ask it to help you plan a trip. Yes, you heard me correctly. You want to take your family to Disney. You've never been. You don't know how many parks they have, what's inside of each park. You can tell ChatGPT where you desire to travel to. It can help you with your hotel, car rental, plane tickets, gas on the way. Even if you have an electric car, how many times you got to stop, all that stuff. Plan your whole trip. And it will also help you find better prices on your trip. All right. You can ask it to help you draft a speech. It's your time to get up. You've got to get up and do your presentation before your coworkers, and you know you stumble and you're like, oh my gosh, how do I do this? Drop in what you need to do, and it can actually help you create your speech. It can even help you create your presentation if you have to do it with slides. Listen, before you had to use one system over here and another system over there and then bring everybody together, now it's all in one place. And the slides that it creates are really nice because I've used it. I actually used it when I had to do my presentation when I became a certified AI consultant. We had to do like a TED talk and we had to create our own presentations. Y'all, I've never created a presentation before in my life, ever. Even when I worked in corporate, the particular job that I had, I did not have to create presentations. Don't tell me I wasn't nervous. I was highly nervous, but I dropped it into ChatGPT and I got a very good response that looked like something that I wanted it to create. All right. There's so many ways that you can use ChatGPT to help make your life easier, save you time, and enhance what you're already doing. Listen, it cannot take over what you do. It helps to enhance what you do, all right? You can figure out what to make for dinner, what's in your fridge. Tell it what's in your fridge. Tell it what's in the cupboard, and it can help you create a meal from what you have. Now, if you are like me, first of all, I don't like cooking. Second of all, I don't like cooking. And third of all, I don't like cleaning up the kitchen, but Chat can't do that for me. But I can tell it this is what I have, and it has helped me make dinner plans so that I can go in there and cook something quickly. All right. So, whatever you think of, it can help you. I'm not joking. I have done a lot of these things that, matter of fact, I've done them all. I've had it to create the speech. I've had it to create a dinner plan. I've had emails. I do that all the time because I have to reply back to my customers and I don't want to reply back. You know, I can get long winded. Can't you already tell? I can get long winded. So even today, I had it create my script so I don't get off track. So let me stay on track with what I ask it to do. I told it, do not let me go down rabbit holes. And you can do this with the free version. Yes, completely free. Now, hold on, listen to me. I want to say this first. When you do the free version, no credit card, no catch, just use it. But let me tell you something. With the free version, they have changed how they're doing it. On Chat GPT, if I'm not mistaken, with the free version, you will have ads now. I think, don't quote me, but I'm thinking that you have ads now. And listen, Chat GPT, I'm not affiliated with them. I'm not getting any kickback from this. I'm just letting you know what's up. It whether you use Chat GPT, Claude, I don't think that Gemini limits the amount of conversations you can have in a day because I don't use Gemini as much. I do use Chat GPT, Claude, Manus, and Perplexity. And any of the free versions, ChatGPT, I have a paid version. But I also have a free version on my phone. Like if I'm out and about and I have a thought comes to my mind that I want to do something, I pop it into the free one. And I know that I could connect my paid one, but I wanted a free one. I just wanted, don't ask me why. I can't even tell you why. I just did. So, but I don't use it that often, but sometimes I do run out of conversation space. So if you opt to use the free version, I think, I want to say it allows you to do 25 questions. Don't quote me on that. Allegedly. Is that where I need to use that? But it limits you on how much your conversation can be. And my conversations cap out because usually When I'm asking it a question, I'm creating an entire business model. I'm like, this is what I want to do. Let's walk through these iterations. Get me from start to finish. This is my idea. I need you to help me flesh it out. That's how I use ChatGPT. All right? Okay. So let's keep moving because you're like, hold up, back up. I don't even want to use it for all that. No problem. All right. So let's set it up together right now. All right. Are you ready? All right. So I'm going to open up my browser. First of all, let me move this over so that I can share my screen. First of all, I got to find my screen. There it is. All right. Okay. So as you can see, I'm just going to type into Google. And now here's something else that I want you to understand. ChatGPT is not like Google. Okay, well, for all practical purposes, it is, but it isn't. Google, you type in a question, it spits out an answer. You type in a question, it spits out an answer. ChatGPT, Claude, any of those others, you type in a question, it wants to have a conversation. See the difference? Question, response. Question, conversation. So, what's going to happen whenever you type in your question, thought, whatever into ChatGPT? After it gives you a thought, response, it's also going to have follow-up questions. So I want you to remember that. And we'll see that once we get in here. But you're going to have to do a mind shift because sometimes people get a little upset because they don't understand why Chat GPT acts like it's kind of challenging you or like, hey, do you want to know this? No, because it wants to have a conversation with you, just as if you were sitting down, sitting next to your trainer, and the trainer says, do this. And then you say, but what about this? And the trainer says, okay, we're going to get to that in just a minute, but I need you to do this first. So stay very focused. If you see a question that you like, what I usually do is I copy that question and I paste it over in my, I use Mac, so I paste it over in my notes. I don't know too much about the Windows product, but whatever you use to paste it in your notes, just paste it over there. You can come back to that question later. Because, baby, if you don't, you're going to go down 15 rabbit holes before you get to the answer that you really want. Okay. So in Google, type in chatgpt.com. Chatgpt.com. All right. So I just have chat here and let's just go with it. Boom. And this is what you're looking for. Do you see this right here? Chat GPT, and you see the open AI symbol there. So then you're just gonna click on, now be careful because there's all kind of stuff out there, but just click on the official Chat GPT that looks just like this. So you're gonna click on that. Now what's happening is because I already have an account, I should have did sign in. Hold on, let me go back. Boom shaka. I should have just did sign in. Hold on. Chat GPT. Chat GPT. Let me just do it this way. And I want to find sign up. Let me do that because it's going to take me into, so I want you to see it. Perfect. Okay. So you see right here where it says sign up for Chat GPT today. Boom. You're going to click that. And we've clicked it. Hi. You know what? It's bringing me. I should have tested this before I started the video. How do I get it? Oh, you know what I need to do? I know exactly what I need to do. Okay, y'all, let me go into incognito so that it allows me to set up. Okay, let me go to Google. All right. ChatGPT. Chat GPT sign up. Perfect. Oh, yes, there it is. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Oh, I bet you had set that up on the other one and I didn't pay attention. All right, so let's keep going. So you notice up here it says log in or it says sign up for free. So did you see that? Sign up for free. So you want to click on the sign up for free. All right. I don't want to move too fast. All right. This is not in the App Store. There's nothing you have to download. This is just a website. All right. Okay. All right. So now you're going to select how you desire to sign up. If you want to use your Google account, your Gmail account, you can do it that way. If you want to use your Apple account, you can use it that way. If you want to do it with your phone or your email address. And I'm not going to go through this because you will be able to figure out which way. I don't know which way you want to sign up, but sign up however you want to. Uh, Whichever way is easiest for you. Just click the continue button after you have selected what you desire. If you want to use a Gmail account, but you don't already have one, that's free. You can just go set up a Gmail account and just keep moving. All right. Let me see what else. But either one that you decide, it's going to work perfectly. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click back over to my regular chat GPT. I want to tell you this. It's going to send you a confirmation to your email account. So you'll have to flip over to your email account, check your inbox. If you don't see it there, check your spam, then check the link that they send because that's verifying your email account. Okay. Then it's going to bring you, does it bring you right back? I believe it brings you right back over here because I don't want to set up another chat GPT account, but at least you understand what's happening. And that's it. The whole sign up, easy peasy, wonderful squeezy. Now, if you want to, this is what I suggest. For the first 30 days, sign up for free. If you see that you are using chat GPT a lot, then I would suggest going with their $20 plan. I forget the name of it. Let me go see if I can find out what the name of it is. Because they have different plans. And if you're not going to use it a lot, if you're just going to use it, as you can see, I do a lot of work over here. Oh, what is mine? I think mine is called a plus. Do, 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 do. Of course, I can't see it. Yeah, I use the plus. I use ChatGPT Plus, and it's only $20 a month. ChatGPT Plus allows you to just work out here freely, unlimited usage. You can talk as long as you need. Whatever it is you desire to do, you can do it in that $20 plan. If you use the free plan, you can still do pretty much everything that you desire. You can't set up personal GPTs. What is a personal GPT? A personal GPT is like a think tank. You have to create a foundation, which we call a brain. You have to create the brain for the GPT. So let's just say, like, you're a content creator and you want to be able to have it create you new content every 30 days. You can set that up as a GPT. And it's a GPT inside of a GPT. So it's kind of like Macy's is the store. And inside of the store, there are different departments within the store. All right. So the GPT that you set up is inside of Chat GPT, but it's your personal boutique. Yeah, that's a good one. It's your personal boutique, and only you are allowed into that boutique. You can sell that boutique to others if you want to, but this can be your little personal hub. So instead of having to come in and create a new conversation every single time, you would go to your GPT, which you'll see like over here. I have all these GPTs. All of these are GPTs that I created. Some I sell, some are my own personal use. But I'm not going to get too deep down into that. We can also go over that at a later time. If y'all want to know how to create GPTs, just put that in the comments. Yes, I want to learn how to create GPTs. All right, so let me stay focused. So what you are going to want to do, Let me see. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you are going to begin to write your first prompt. What is a prompt? A prompt is just like you type into Google the question, that is what a prompt is. But here's the difference. If you type in a basic prompt, it is going to give you a basic response. Basic prompt in, basic response out. So you'll notice online, you'll hear a lot of people say, create a better prompt or 25 prompts to get you started. Those prompts are usually very helpful. And if you see that along the way, I would purchase one or two of them. And here's why. When you're first learning how to use this tool, if you've never used it before, it's learning you. It's learning how you talk, how you prompt, what type of responses you desire. So as it begins to learn who you are and how you want the responses to come, then you can begin to type in prompts that are not so wordy and it will still give you what you want. Like whenever I first started, oh my word. You should have seen some of the responses that I got back. Why? Because my prompts weren't good. And I didn't realize, I didn't know it at the time that what I was doing was prompting. But I would go back in and I would reiterate what I said. I'm like, okay, let me change how I said it because something in my mind triggered. I obviously didn't give it what it wanted. So let me change how I want to do it. And I would sit there and play around with it. And eventually, after 10 or 15 tries, I would get what I was looking for. Well, now that I've been doing this since 2023, I have learned. Let's say, like, I need to do something and I really don't know how to tell chat what I want to do. I can type in chat. I want to learn how to become a plumber. Okay, no, I don't. But I want to learn how to become a plumber. What prompts do you need? No, yeah. What prompts do you need from me so that you can give me the correct information from start to finish? And I need you to put it on a fifth grade level. Okay, but first of all, don't get offended because most people read on a fifth grade level. Sometimes I do it. Now, it depends on who I'm posting for. If it's for me, I don't put a level on it. If it's something that I'm going to use to share with others, I put a level on it. If it's too high wordy, people get lost in the middle. So I usually go between fifth grade and eighth grade level. Hey, that go look at what's being posted out there, and you're gonna begin to see people really do talk on this level. Oh my gosh, yes, Lord. Okay, let me stay focused. But what's going to happen is you're now going to begin to get better responses. You can ask ChatGPT how to make your thoughts, your needs, how to produce it at a better rate. All right? Okay, we got it. Okay, perfect. So now you're going to find that this little tool it's going to become one of your best go-to products. All right? So I want to make sure that you set up your settings correctly. So when you come, now, of course, you can't see, for some reason, I don't know what this is. Drag to move. Perfect. I need you to move out of the way. All right. So you want to click on your name. It's down here in the very bottom on the left-hand side of your toolbar, chat bar. So you want to click on that. And when it comes up, you want to click settings. Do I want to do that first? First, no. First, let's go over here to personalization. So let me put my glasses on so that I can see this. All righty. So you can come in here and tell it what tone you want it to talk to. I keep mine at default. Um, when I first, before they didn't have this. So in my custom instructions, I tell it to talk to me kind of snarky. I want snarky, but I don't want rude. All right. So you can come in here and select professional or polished, friendly, candid, quirky, efficient, nerdy, or cynical. However you want it to talk to you. Right now, mine's on default because I never had to change it because I already set that up. They didn't introduce this until later, but you can set it up how you desire to set it up. All right. So you can go in and tell it what type of characteristics. You notice all mine are on um, default. All right. You can change yours if you want. Oh, child, let me. Okay. If you like all the emojis and things, you can leave that in. I don't like all those emojis, so and I usually go back in and take them out, or I have asked ChatGPT not to put them in there, and I never came out here and changed it. All right. So this is where your custom instructions go. So I told it what type of language that I wanted. I told it that I want the responses to remain neutral and biblically based unless otherwise noted, because I do a lot of things for the church. So I do want to make sure that chat is just not out there throwing its own ideas out. Keep it truthful. Don't be going into the left field and making up whatever you want. You have to understand, Chat, GPT, Claude, any of them, the way that they have been created is they've been created to produce a product that makes you feel good and that you like. So I went in on the back side and I told it further down in my instructions, I told it, do not just agree with me just to agree with me. If something that I have stated in here is incorrect, let me know it's incorrect and do not just respond to respond. All right? Because otherwise, you're going to be out here thinking you are the king and queen of the castle, and really you're not, because ChatGPT is just fluffing you up full of a whole bunch of lies. I have seen people post stuff that ChatGPT told them they are. Child, ChatGPT will have you all messed up if you're not careful. All right, so I'm not going to go into all of that, but you put in your nickname if you want to be called by nickname, your occupation, more information about you. If you have a bio, if you have a lot of papers that you've written before, you can put that in here so that it understands who you are and it begins to understand how you talk. All right. You can tell it how much memory. I don't know if you can do this on the free. There are some things that you may be able to do on the free that I'm showing you, and there may be some things that you can't. I know when it first came out, they didn't have all this, so we never really went over it. All right, so you want it to keep things in its memory. All right. So these are all the things that I want ChatGPT to learn. If I'm not mistaken, there is a limit. Oh, well, maybe it's not a limit on the things that you can keep in the memory. So I know I'm scrolling through this fast because these are things that I prefer ChatGPT to do for me. So let's say like you are working, if you're an admin, secretary, whatever your title is, but you're in the administrative field and you know that you're going to have to do the same repetitious type of response, product, project over and over. You can then tell, like when you're out there and you're working on something and the way it responds, you like it, you can just say, put this in my memory so that whenever I'm working on these type of projects, this is the way I want the format to be. And it will remember that going forward. When you reach, because I have before reached the limit, so that's why I'm wondering if they've expanded the limit. When you've reached your limit, it will tell you that it's out of memory space. So then you can go back in, come over here to manage, go back through your memory and see the things that you want to discard so that you can free up some space. All right. So you can tell it to save memories. All right. Reference browser memories, reference chat history, record mode is on. And then if you click on the advanced, it can go in and do all the things that you want it to do. Now, this one is a good one right here. Connector search. We're going to go over to that in just a few moments. All right. So that's your personalization. Then what we want to do is I want to come to apps. I only have Canva set up only because I've started using different products that I don't even use Canva as much as I used to because I'm using Nano Banana, I'm using Sora. I use a lot of different products only because in Canva, I don't want to have to flip over to Canva. Well, you know what? I do use Canva a lot, but just not for my image creation. All right, so let's move on. But you can connect whatever apps you want. So if you want to add more apps, you're going to come over here to add more. And you're going to scroll through all these different apps that you can add. Featured, then you can go into their all these apps that they have. I mean, there are tons. You see this? Tons of apps that you can add. And for your productivity, there are tons of apps that you can add. What that does is now you will be able to come over here to your GPTs on the left-hand side because all these apps are GPTs that are inside of ChatGPT, which makes your life easier. All right. Then I want to come out of this. Oh, let me go back in. Settings. All right. So you can set up schedules. You can ask ChatGPT to set up schedules for you. So I have a few schedules out here. Each week I have it delivered to me an AI market brief. I have it set up to deliver at a certain time weekly. I also have I was running a page where I was helping new AI consultants understand what's happening in the market, what fields a lot of the jobs are actually putting information out there. They have openings and to show them what the salary range, because when you're coming into a new field, a lot of times you don't even know what the salary range is, and sometimes you may be underselling yourself, where in this AI consultant range, the salaries can start at 100 and up, where in your mind you're used to making 40 to 60,000 and you may think 80,000 is a lot, and actually you're underselling yourself. All right. So these are different schedules that I have set up. You can pause different settings, and if I wanted to go back in and start it back up, I could do that. I do not think that you can do schedules on the free plan. You have to be on the paid plan if I'm not mistaken. You can change the appearance, the accent colors. You pick whatever accent color you want, and what happens is things show up over here in your sidebar in a different color. You can pick your language. Mine is English, of course, but you can choose whatever one you want. You can also have ChatGPT talk to you. So I use Spruce.
Hey, how's it going? I'm looking forward to working together. Let's figure out where to start. What's on your mind?
You can use Spruce, but you can also pick from these others. All right. Um, and then there's different models. So I don't have that clicked because I don't need it. All right. So you can even order things through ChatGPT. You can go out there and tell it you're looking for a gift under $100, $50, $20 for XYZ person, and it will actually pull in what I'll show you how to do that. We'll go over to that in just a moment. All right. But it can pull in some ideas from you. You can order right inside of ChatGPT. You don't have to go over to another site. If that a particular item is in Etsy, it's still going to show up here. If that particular item is on Amazon, it's still going to show up here. Whatever it is that you're wanting, it will pull it into your chat. You can purchase it right there and then keep on going. All right. Security. You do want to set up a passkey. You do want to set up your multi-factor authentication. What else? You can go through this and figure out what all you want to set up. And then the other one that is very important is parental controls. Parents and teens can link accounts, giving parents tools to adjust certain features, set limits, and add safeguards so that your family can work. You would just tap on that, add your family members, and set it up. All right. Woo, that was a lot, wasn't it? Woo! All right, so now I'm going to go over here to new chat. Make sure you go in and do that. Just come back in, start the video over again, stop and start wherever you need to do it. Rewind, start it over. It's okay. This is the beautiful part about having this in here is that you can come back to the video and you can slow it down. I'm just trying to move fast because I don't want this video to be very long. It was only supposed to be about 10 minutes, and I'm sure I'm over that by now. All right, so let's see. Let me see where I am. Okay, so let's say like you're in the middle of okay, I was trying to create a song. I have to show you all that. I was trying to create a song about what we're going through right now as far as in the world. So I'm in the middle of this, boom, boom, boom. I'm working. And then all of a sudden, yeah, it will create the lyrics for you. You could tell, like, this is what I did. So, let me just show you all this because this is just so phenomenal. Where does it start? Nope, nope. Where's the conversation where I had it and I told it what I wanted to do? Oh, you know what? I think it's at the very top. Okay, so I got a notice from YouTube that one of my channels, I was getting ready to lose my monetization if I don't post something within the next 30 days. So I was like, what do I want to post? I don't know. So I was asking it to help me come up with a song to create so that I can at least have one post out there. But from some reason, somewhere along the way, I changed from a song that was encouraging people or letting people, reminding people that God's got it, don't be confused, God's got you, to I wanted it to sound like, you remember back in the 60s? Okay, I'm dating myself, y'all. I'm 63. But back in the 60s, probably early 70s, the songs had a different flavor to them. The songs talked about what was going on in the world at that time. And so I wanted it to create a song like that, but my genre wasn't coming out right. So first it was telling me let's try a 60s theme. And I just didn't like the way it sounded. It sounded a little bit too old. So then I said, no, bump it up a little bit. So this is the whole conversation. So I'm showing you all this because you can be in the middle of a conversation and then something else pops in your head and you're like, I'm going to come back to this and work on this later, but let me start a new chat. So you would come over here and you would just click new chat. So now you're at a clean slate, big white box. And now what do you want to say? So this may be your first time looking at this, and all you see is this big box right here saying, what do you want to talk about? Ask me anything. Now, okay, so let's create a prompt. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to say, I just set up my chat GPT um, account. Uh, for the first time. I wonder if I should make this bigger. For the first time. And I am in my 60s. I am not techie. Let me see. Give me 3 simple, fun things I can try with Chat GPT today. That enough? Yeah, I think so. Let's now watch how fast it does this. Boom. Do do do. It's already started. Welcome to the party. You picked a good tool to explore. You do not need to be techie to use it. Think of ChatGPT like a super patient assistant that never gets tired of questions. Didn't I say that earlier? And you can ask it the same question over and over and over. So it can you can ask ChatGPT to plan a simple meal or recipe, and it gives you the way the prompt should sound. All right. Do you see how easy that prompt is? Or create a 3-day meal plan for someone in their 60s and who wants it to be easy and healthy. Now, if you are a person that has a specific meal regimen that you need to stay on, you can even include what your meal regimen is. If you're a vegan, if you're plant based, if you're gluten free, whatever, just type that in and it's going to produce what you want. Okay, turn old memories into a story. Turn this memory into a short story. When I was 10 years old, I used to ride my bike to the corner store with my friends and buy candy. You will see your memory turn into a short story that now, as a grandma or grandpa, you or mom and a dad, you can tell your kids this. You can create this as a nighttime story. All right. Well, let's try that one. But I'm going to also read the other one. You can ask it to explain how to do something. All right, so let me do this first prompt and then I'm going to come back to this one because this right here is phenomenal. All right. And did you see right here where it says, here's a tip to make Chat GPT much better for you? Always add lines like, explain it in simple terms or explain it like I'm new to this. So when I was setting up a website for the first time, I really didn't know how to do it. And what I did is I dropped it in and I said, I've never set up a website before. Can you walk me through it? And it walked me through step by step. And I'm going to show you how I did that. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put in this idea right here and let's see what it does. Oops. Okay. That's weird. The summer I felt, I'm sorry, the summer I turned 10 felt like the longest summer in the world. The day stretched out forever, and the only thing that mattered was what adventure waited after breakfast. Most afternoons, my friends and I would meet at the end of the block with our bikes. How many of you all experienced this? I did. We used to ride for hours on our on our bikes. Mine was a slightly scratched blue one with a bell that only worked when it felt like it. Nobody cared. To us, those bikes might as well have been motorcycles. And it goes on and on. And this can be a cute bedtime story for your child or your grandchild as you're introducing them to what it was like whenever you were a child. And then they're like, "You rode a bicycle, Grandma?" Yes, Grandma rode a bicycle. So you can see how you can turn sweet stories into a story time for your kids or for whatever reason. You know, you could actually make that would be a good YouTube channel. That sure would. Okay, but let's try this other one. So let's say like, what do I want to show you? Do, 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 do. Okay, explain how art. Okay, this is a good one. Explain Bitcoin. Oh, let's try this one. Explain Bitcoin in simple terms. Boom. So let's see what chat says. Hit enter. All right, let's break this down in simple terms. Think of Bitcoin like digital money. Just like the dollar is in your wallet or the money in your bank account, Bitcoin is something people can use to buy things or send to someone else. The difference is that Bitcoin only exists on the internet. There are no paper bills or coins. The big difference, no bank is in charge. A bank keeps track of your money, a government prints the money. With Bitcoin, no bank runs it, no government controls it. Thousands of computers around the world keep track of every Bitcoin transaction. And you can actually type that in and you can go in and read the whole thing. And if you want to know more, you can keep asking more questions. So, do you see how simple this is? All right, because I'm looking at my outline to make sure I don't leave anything out. So now that you have done this, if you followed along or if you do it afterwards and you're starting and stopping, do you realize that you just talked to AI? Just that simple. So I know a lot of you are like, oh, it's going to take over my job. Okay, well, let's be honest. Some of you that are younger, you will experience it taking over certain functions of your job, the repetitive functions that take up a lot of time. But at that same time, it's going to create new opportunities. So when you get out here and learn how to work with AI, it's going to enhance how you do your job, and it can take over the mundane, monotonous, repetitive functions of your job so that you can now do, or you have more time to do the other things that really need your attention. So I know that it's pretty scary having a system like this. We've never seen something so revolutionary like this. When computers came about, computers did take over jobs, but it wasn't quite like this. AI is actually really changing how we do processes. And really, it's for the better. I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of things that I can do now with AI that I just would not have had the money to do in times past. It just was not something that the average Joe could afford to have at their fingertips. So you remember like when the mobile phones came out, there was only a few people that could afford $1,000 big a phone bigger than this. Ah, ah, y'all remember that thing? People used to be walking around with that big old thing, sliding across them like it was a over the body purse, looking a mess. But we thought it was the coolest thing around. Lord Jesus. Oh, a mess. But then as it progressed, they were able to create the Palm. Remember the Palm? Oh, I had one of those. I think they called it the Palm Pilot, but I know it had the word Palm in it. And it was a nice size phone. It was heavy, but it was a computer in your phone. It could not do any of the things that we can do now, but as time went on, it progressed and it got better and better. And now we have our little small iPhones, Samsung, LG, whoever it is that you carry. Now we have a complete computer in your hands. So this is the same thing that's happening with AI. It is going to change the way we do things. It's going to show you areas of your life where there's a whole lot of wasted time that you can now get time back. You are a busy mother. You are a homeschooling mother. You have got a lot of things going on, and you don't even have time to sit there and create a grocery list. You can have ChatGPT create your grocery list, and if you want, you can do it two different ways. you can have it create your grocery list so that all you have to do is get on your favorite store's website, go out there and order it. Boom, 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 boom. That way you don't leave anything out. You can see it. Boom, 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 boom. Send it off. Or I have done this before. I've asked it, I'm going to go to my favorite grocery store, HEB at XYZ store, and I tell it the address of the store. I want you to create the layout of how is the fastest way for me to get from point A from the beginning of the store, starting over in produce, so that I wind through the aisles and I get everything that is on my list. Did you hear what I just said? So now you're not looking at oh, wait, where is it? It can even tell you what, listen, I was looking for a product. It told me where on the shelf it should be. Well, it gave me a general idea. It said I'm going to say like, it said aisle 5, midways down on the right hand side. It should be in between this product and that product. Normally, I would have overlooked it. And then I would have been looking around for an employee at HEB. Where is and then they pull out their phone and they put it in, and then we go walk together. Okay, now I have wasted 10 to 15 minutes. Chat has told me everything that I need before I leave the house. I'm in the store, and I'm out. Listen, you can use this thing to gain back time. So I want you to just take an opportunity to see the tools that are at your hands. All right. There are so many things that I try with ChatGPT, and a lot of times I do this. I'm like, what you say? What did you say? It will help you do a lot of things, but you just have to be willing to get out here, fudge around with it. Listen, I want you to understand something. You can't break AI, all right? I mess up and go, oh, no, that's not what I want. Okay, this is what I meant. And it's like, oh, no problem, Chauntelle. Or if I leave something out and I'll say, oh, my bad. The way I have mine set up is it talks back to me the way I talk to it. It isn't like, oh, my bad, or it's something really funny. And I sit over here and chuckle because it talks back the way I want the conversation to go. All right, so here is your homework. Oh, yeah, you got some homework. Yep, 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 yep. Before you close out this video, open ChatGPT and ask it to give you one thing you've been curious about. So let me stop sharing my screen so I can come back over here to you all. There we go. Ask it to give you one thing that you're curious about. All right. It can be something serious. It can be something funny, just anything. All right. What's a good book for someone who likes whatever? All right. I'm in my 60s. Oh, this is perfect. I'm in my 50s and I want to retire within the next whatever, however many years. If you want it to be to 67, then that's fine. When you get to 67, I think you can retire early at 65, but then full retirement is at 67. For those of you that have been born after 63, like me, full retirement doesn't start until 67. At 72, maybe it is 67. I know I looked it up, but I don't remember. But that's when you can work and make as much money as you want, and you're not penalized for it. Before that, you are going to be penalized. Ask me how I know. Anyway, you can ask it to help me write like, say, like if you have a blank message card and you want to send a get well message to someone or whatever. Ask it to help you create a good message that sounds like a Hallmark card. What you say? Explain what inflation means like I'm 12. Because some people don't know what inflation is. Okay, do we want to talk about inflation? Did y'all go to the gas tank yet? Stop. I didn't mean gas tank. I meant what's it called? Gas station. Yo, okay, don't get me started because in a week I had to go and fill up 3 times. And in a week, Monday I went, it was 307. Wednesday I went, it was 367, 369. The following Sunday, I went just to top off because usually on Sundays, I like to top off my tank. I always like to start with a full tank. I never let my tank get under half a tank. That's just me. But at any rate, it was $3.99. I know the next time I go, it's going to be over $4. I'm gonna be breathing into that. And when you stand there, you're like, shake off every last drop because I paid for it. So explain what inflation means. Explain what tariffs are. All right. But you can ask ChatGPT to help you with something and see what happens. And come back and tell me in the comments what you asked and what the result was. All right. I read every single comment and I want to hear your first AI moment. What did you have it do? All right. If this helped you, if you finally feel like, okay, I can actually do this, I want you to subscribe to this channel. Why? Because I am going to be dropping in information, videos that will help you progress in your progress as you're learning how to use AI. Every week, I'm here with exactly this type of video. There are a lot of things that I am working on. And you know what? I'm going to be really honest with you. It's really been hard for me. Excuse me. Dry throat. It's really been hard for me to get out here every week and create a video, but I really want to get better with creating my videos every week. And you know what? I could actually have videos created every week if I wanted to use a AI clone, or they call them AI twins. But I was like, in the world of everything going AI, I really want to keep my YouTube a real person. I know, right? So that takes more time because my AI clone would have never talked as long as I would have never interjected all the things that I interjected. It just would have been a start, finish video. All right. So I am gonna really work very hard at keeping my commitment of once a week. Help me, God, help me. All right. If you want to know what to actually do with ChatGPT, now you have it. All right. I suggest that you follow me on all of my social media channels. Follow me here on YouTube. Subscribe to this channel. If you learned something that you didn't know, or if you can see where this could be helpful for someone else, share the video with them, okay? Because the more people actually begin to get acclimated with AI, the easier it is for you to be able to make that shift whenever your company adds it in to their productivity, to their daily regimen, all right? Many of you probably have it on your computers, on your job, and you're still using it like Google, and actually it's so much more than Google. And I'm not trying to shade Google because Google has Gemini, and a lot of you use Notions, and but you're not using these tools to the fullness of their ability. All right. So I made this video for that exact reason, to get you familiar with using AI. All right. Well, I think that covers everything. In this video, I walked you through setting up your first ChatGPT account. Let me see, what else did we do? I taught you how to go out here and create better prompts. You can actually ask Chat GPT, Claude, whomever, to create better accounts. I'm sorry, to create better prompts for you without zero assumption that you knew anything about tech. You'll notice I don't know anything about tech, but I do know how to work my way around. I have taught myself, I have gone out here and taken classes. I have become certified in AI, and I want to share with you what I'm learning. At 63, if I can learn this, I know you can too. And it's actually going to help you in ways that you never thought possible. So if you've been curious about AI but didn't know where to start, this is your starting point. Get your account set up, tour the basics, and you'll type your very first message to AI before this video is even over. All right? Okay. I am so glad that you came out here. For those of you who stayed on until the end, I want you to make sure you check the description. I have a beginner content guide that if you want to start your own videos or your own content, it doesn't have to be videos. It says videos, but you can use it for videos or whatever type of posting that you want to do. You might want to do a Instagram or Facebook. You know what? I don't think TikTok has static. TikTok is all video. But anyway, it's a checklist of things that will help you check off as you go through to create your own account. And in this time where we're living, where things are just beginning to be a little bit more expensive than they have been in the past, if you go to my Facebook page, Edge Effect AI, I have in there, maybe a couple of weeks ago, I posted in there the different pay structures of what these different channels do. So, in order for you to make $100 on, I want to say it was on, I don't remember, but it shows you the breakdown. And the one that actually pays out the best is YouTube. But go look at it. Because if you're on Facebook, a million views maybe gets you $100, I want to say, give or take $100, $200, maybe 500 at the most. Um, it's going to give you a really good breakdown. So if you're wanting to start, but listen, hold up now, don't side eye. If you create content, you can, well, you do have to change it up a little bit, but if you create content, you can get really, really good on Instagram. Then once you got your Instagram going and it's beginning to pay you, even if it's $70, it's all going to add up. That $70 could possibly pay for your gas for the month. All right? And hey, I know it's not going to pay. It could pay for your, what do you call it, cable. Probably not, because cable about 140. You see me rolling my eyes. I stopped cable a long time ago. Anyway, but $70 can pay some bill. All right. Then after you get your Instagram going real well, then you start posting on Facebook. And hold on, listen to me, listen to me. Facebook and Insta have two different audiences. Facebook is kind of like a broken audience. It has a younger audience that's in that 25 to 34, under 40 range. They're on Facebook, and then us boomers. So the postings need to be different. Instagram is that middle crowd where they want the aesthetics and they want this and that. So you might have to change things up a little bit, okay? You can't take the same exact material that you use on Facebook and place it on Insta without shifting it a little bit because you're pulling out a different audience. And some of you may have been doing that and you're wondering why you're not seeing the traction. I did it. The traction, the traction that you want to see on the opposite channel because you have to kind of repackage it. All right? If you are a business, oh, excuse me. If you are a business owner, be sure to check out our business Facebook community, Edge Effect AI Business Automation Experts. That channel is going to be a moment. We are setting up AI receptionists to help you answer your calls so that you do not miss any leads. You want to know why you're missing these leads? First of all, if you're a receptionist, your phone operator, whatever your title is for them, your admin, if they're busy with a customer, a client, it's very difficult for them to break away from that customer, client, and then go answer the phone and having them stand there for 10 minutes while they're answering all these questions. Your AI receptionist can do all that for you. It can book consultations. It can book repeat appointments. It can answer tons of questions. And it can do it 24/7. It doesn't need a break. So during your regular business hours, if your person is on the phone and they can only answer one call at a time, your AI receptionist can answer multiple calls at the same time. What you say? These are the things that AI is helping us do faster, better, more efficiently, and we don't lose a beat. And now you're not losing these clients because the person couldn't click over. Somebody's in the middle of a conversation, but you don't want to butt in and go, "Can you hold on, please?" So you're listening and you're seeing that phone ring and you're getting that antsy feeling. And then all of a sudden the call drops, and now you've lost that person. They may or may not call back. 9 times out of 10, they're going to the next business, and whoever answers first, that's the one they're going to sign up with. But with your AI agent, you're on the phone, you're busy, you're answering questions, you're fielding whatever it is you need to do. Your AI agent is picking up those calls, getting the information, answering questions, telling them about your business. What you say? This is where we're headed, guys. It's going to make your life so much easier. It's going to take over the repetitive task at your company so that your employees have more time to work on the things that are most important, and that is paying attention to your customer that you already have. All right. So make sure you join me. Make sure you share this with as many people as possible, especially my seniors. I'm a senior, so I want to make sure that we understand what we're doing. My mom at 93, she was like, I really need to learn how to use AI. So whenever I get the opportunity, I walk her through things. This right here should be very helpful no matter what age you are. Okay, so make sure you join me, Edge Effect AI, on all my social media, even on school. We are Edge Effect AI. It is a free community now, but it is going to change because I have a lot of things out there that are free that I'm going to have to take out of the free range, because they're really power pack things. They're things that I really should be charging for. But get out there and get it now while you can. Get out there and get it now while you can. The Facebook community that I have, I am dropping gems in there that are actually helpful for you. Take those prompts, paste them, and you're going to notice my prompts are very long, because my prompts get in there and break it down to fine tune it so that I'm not having to go back and keep doing reiterations along the way. I have worked through it all and I understand how to produce what I need with one shot. Boom. Time saved. So you'll get there. Now, you have to remember, I've been using this since they came out with it in 2023. I was on here like, ooh, how do you do it? Okay. But it's okay. You just start where you are and you're going to build and build and build, just like with anything that we do. We start where we are and we continue to build and learn. All right. I really do hope that this was a very informative video for you. And I want to thank you for staying with me. So until next time, have fun. Don't worry, you can't break AI and you can't make AI get flabbergasted with you. You can't mess it up. If it's not what you want, just start over. It's okay. There are many times when I start a chat and I'll just go, that's not what I wanted. And I just click out of it and just start over. All right. Oh, you know what I didn't show you? I'll show you next time. I want to show you how to create images with ChatGPT. All right, guys. It's been real. I've enjoyed it. Have a wonderful day. Until next time. Peace.